Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you're doing great and taking care of yourself. From past 2 months, I've been preparing myself for the Kubernetes and Cloud Native Associate Certification exam, and I am excited to announce that on October 26, 2025, I was able to clear this certification with 85 percentage. In today's video, I'm going to share my journey of how I have prepared myself for this certification exam and what all materials I have used for preparing this certification. But before we get into the depth of it, I would like to share you something. As you see on my screen, according to the survey conducted by the Stackflow 2025, the Kubernetes holds the fifth spot. The days are gone where Kubernetes was considered as one of the niche skills, but nowadays, if you look on the LinkedIn or any of the job portal, it says Kubernetes is must have skill for the SRE role, for a DevOps role, or be it a cloud engineer role. So I wanted to basically upskill myself by stepping into the world of Kubernetes. Now, the question might be arising in your mind is, do I need to know Docker? Absolutely not needed for this certification, which is Kubernetes Cloud Native Associate Certification. It is a fundamental certificate which will basically make you familiar with the concepts of Kubernetes. So, without much further delay, let's get started. So, friends, if you are looking to enroll yourself for the CKNA certification exam, all you need to do is type CKNA and it will take you to the Linux Foundation website. And then you need to basically create your profile, which is called as the My LF profile, which you see on the screen. And it basically needs your GitHub username and the password, and once you are there, then you can basically enroll yourself for this certification. Usually during the Thanksgiving day and the year end, you get lot of discounts by organized by the Linux Foundation, where they encourage people to basically enroll themselves for such certification, and the validity to give that exam is 1 year from the purchase. So I basically purchased this exam this certification exam or a certification voucher last year, and I thought before it expires I should prepare myself and give this certification. So what is this certification? It basically helps you to understand the Kubernetes fundamentals, and that holds around 46% in the examination. It talks about the Kubernetes architect, what is the control plane, what is the worker node, what all components are involved in these two architecture, what is the API server role, what is the node, what is the pod, where does the node and pod fits, what are the containers. So it covers everything in this Kubernetes fundamental topic. Then the second topic is container orchestration. If you are new to the container orchestration world, then this topic basically covers all the fundamentals thing, like container orchestration fundamentals. What is container? What is CRI, which is container runtime? Also it covers the storage within the container. It has network, how a container, one container can communicate with the other container in the networking topic, and the security fundamentals of it, because once you have deployed your application in the container, it needs to be secure, and that's what it talks about. The The next topic is the cloud native architecture, like what was before the microservices came into picture, the monolithic applications, how they were tied with each other. With this cloud native, it basically covers all this stuff, how you can basically do the auto scaling if your application is microservices, serverless application, and certain standards about the cloud native architecture. Then the last topic, or I would the second last topic, is the observability. Now you have deployed your microservice application on the Kubernetes or within the container, and now you need to monitor that. And that's where it uses the Prometheus and the Grafana to monitor your infrastructure and the logging thing. And the last topic is, which is just an 8%, which is the cloud native application delivery. It talks about CI/CD, GitOps, how can you use the Flex, the Argo CD. So those are the things this topic covers about. So in all, basically you get an idea about what is Kubernetes and how does it helps you to orchestrate your containers or containerized your application. So that's what is this examination is for. And once you have enrolled this, now the next question comes into your mind is, what material should I refer for? And right now, if you see, this certification is for $299, but just wait for the Thanksgiving day, which is going to be in next 2 to 3 weeks. This will get at 119 or $120. Last year I got this certification same at 119. And you, if you are on LinkedIn or any social media, you will see the people publishing that, hey, Linux Foundation has come up with the discounts on the certification, and the validity is for 1 year. So you can basically take the advantage of that and enroll yourself for the certification, which is Kubernetes and Cloud Native Associate. Now, let's talk about the material or what you need to prepare yourself for this certification. So, friends, in order to prepare myself for this certification and the hands on experience, I have basically enrolled myself for the Udemy course by the gentleman called as James. And he walks you through the starting from the fundamentals with all the hands on lab to the necessary topics what you need in order to prepare yourself or be ready for this certification. Right now, the cost of this course is $99, but don't worry, just wait for Thanksgiving Day and it will definitely get dropped to $14 or $15. So, now what this course covers, it covers the 8 hours on demand video and the 2 practice tests. The one beauty of this course is, after every topic he has the quiz, which is around 10 questions to 16 questions on that particular topic, which helps you to basically know how much you have digested and what all things you need to basically focus in order to get to score well. So if you see, the course content starts has the 10 sections in it. It is 9 hour 2 minutes total length, 145 lectures, and it starts with all the cloud native Linux Foundation topic. Then it goes down to your architecture level. Then he also covers something called as a Docker. If you don't know what is container, how does the Docker helps us to solve the problem of virtual machine, what we were facing with the virtual machines, then this person has walked through each and every perspective on it. It also covers how can you run your first container, building the container images, as well as you can have the Docker desktop install on your Windows, Linux, Mac, etc. So that's one of the thing. The other topic it covers, and this is where the main focus should be, is the Kubernetes fundamentals. It talks about the architecture. Then you have how can you set up the Kubernetes on Windows, Docker desktop extension, Google Cloud, as well as Docker components. And then if you can see, it has the quiz after every topic, which is which is really helpful. Then he also takes a deep dive into the Kubernetes world, like how can you basically define the role based access for the containers, for etc. It also talks about the Kubernetes scheduling or a scheduler, which is one of the important component in the Kubernetes architecture. Then how can you basically make effective use of storage? What is an imperial storage versus the persistent storage, PVC, which is persistent volume claim? For an example, you have basically started a container, or you have basically an application into a container, and you have started that container, and suddenly due to some memory issue, the containers dies. And now with the container dying, it whatever the data was there, it is completely lost, and that is nothing but an imperial storage. But to keep the data so that that can, once the container starts, it again uses the data and there is no loss of the data. That's where the persistent volume claim comes into the picture, and he has made it understand in a very simpler way. Then he talks about the stateful sets, daemon sets. What are the network policies, how do container or pods interact with each other. And then there is a scenario of pod budgets. Couple of other things are there. So this basically talks about this. Then you have something called as a observability thing. Remember, I told you, now you have containerized your application, everything is running, now you need to monitor it. That's where the Prometheus and the Grafana comes into the picture. And then finally, this is where I liked it, because you see it has around 7 sessions, and each of them has around 17 questions to 50 questions to 80 100 questions, which will make you thoroughly prepare for this certification. And then finally, it is the practice exam. So I basically enrolled for this course, and it made me confident before appearing for the final day of the exam. If you are looking for more practice exam, I'm going to show you that in a minute. So friends, we have gone through the Udemy course by James, which helps you to prepare for the CKNA certification exam. We have gone through the lectures, which is around 145 lectures, as well as 9 hours course, which has different quizzes after each and every topic, and has the 2 practice tests. Even though after doing all those stuff, still you need some more confident before sitting for the examination, then there is none other than practice exam course on the Udemy by our all favorite Brian. And the Brian has around 4 practice tests, which basically has each 60 questions in those practice exam. And this will definitely help you to prepare yourself for the examination, and you will feel confident about sitting in the examination once you start scoring more than 85% in this practice test. Now the question comes, Dinesh, you have shown us all these things. Now I want to do the last minute brush up before I sit for the examination. Don't worry, I have a solution for that also, and I would like to thank this gentleman who has prepared the notes while he was appearing for himself for the certification. And it covers Kubernetes fundamentals, it covers the container orchestration, architecture, and cloud native observability. So I would like you to basically refer this notes as your last Bible before sitting for the examination. Don't worry, I'm going to share all these links which I have shown in my video, video description, so that it becomes easier for you to just click it and enroll yourself for the certification or for the course, and bookmark this notes link by this gentleman called as a Kai Walia, who has taken an effort to basically write down the things which he has prepared himself while he was preparing himself for the certification. I hope you got an idea about how you can prepare yourself for the CKNS certification exam. And if you think this video has really helped you, uh, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button, and share this video with your friends or the colleagues who are looking for the Kubernetes and cloud native certification exam, or stepping into the Kubernetes world, which will help them to basically start with the fundamentals and then move to the intermediate and the advanced, which is CKD, CKA, etc. Until then, take care. Bye bye.